It was just your song.
So we
So
are
I think
in the
it
tavern.
was. Yeah, you're in the tavern. It's Tara and Mr. Dibbs. I don't. Is Robin part of the this, or was she doing other things?
She's probably doing other things.
Okay.
Yeah, party pooper.
She usually doesn't hang out for the recruitment. That's boring.
Yeah.
Everyone gets
Um.
drunk and fucking brawls start and
All right. So either Tara or Mr. Dibbs can lead and then assist.
No, I'm the assist for sure.
all right
I'm not a talker.
for the recruit.
Uh.
or
Yep.
for-
So give me
I'll
either. Give me a persuasion roll at +2, Mr. Dibbs,
all
from
right.
your general favor in the city here, and your cool music.
Hooray.
Oh wow,
Oh
it's a
man.
good starting roll.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. This is.
Well-
Here, not for me. I was sarcastic.
I got a 10 to assist.
There you go. There you go.
+2.
Sweet. There. I'm glad I've been in because we're gonna get the best of the best of the best of the best to add
Sure.
to the Forget Me Not crew. I've lost track. That's 5. Okay.
Did 5?
No.
Oh, oh,
5 fours.
oh, all right. So you got a raise.
22 plus 2 plus 2, so 26.
Okay, that's enough.
Are you sure? Did we get the best of the best?
So you get a lot of
Yeah.
you get a lot of people coming in to ask or trying to join your crew. Let's see here.
That 4 just, out of the gates.
What'd you get?
A 20.
26.
Looking for the best of the best of the best.
26 total.
I mean, we could use some nice crew.
Yeah. Well, honestly, anytime I ever say that best of the best, that's where that comes from. Is that
Yeah.
reference?
Yep.
And that's why it's in the song too. Or the song that I was played, the best of the best of the best. Sir. I mean, it's hard to get that in there every time, but that's always implied.
Yeah, so with that very successful recruitment night, or maybe a night or two, you have 16 people that are interested, would all just sort of like sailors of Grey Harbor, a mix of Valish and Karite, Valish and Dracians. You do, however, actually on the one of the nights that you're in there, you're approached by a trio of Karite tribes people. They, from their clothing, it looks like that they're native to like the tribes that live in this isle here, and they look kind of similar to each other, like they might be related or something. They all have the same like piercing bright red eyes. And there's 2 of them men and 1 of them is a woman. And the sort of one in the middle, one of the men kind of like walks up to your table and says in heavily accented Dracian, you need warriors?
Well, we need sailors, but warriors, absolutely.
We sail, we fight.
We need the best.
We are good at killing.
I like kind of give them all a once over and like I nod. It would appear so, but time will tell. You're hired if you want.
You have the one of the others, the other man says, you have the Calamity Child as your or the Calamity Girl as your mage.
Yes.
They kind of like look at each other and sort of mutter a couple of like short things in Karite to each other, and then kind of nod. Says, "We would like to join."
All right.
What does the girl matter to you?
They kind of look at each other again, and the woman speaks up and says, "She is on a mission, yes?"
No. Maybe. Did she mention anything like that to us?
I don't
Something
think so.
about some crazy spirit lady that something. I don't know.
I don't think Robin has ever said, "I'm on a mission."
Nope. Those words haven't
So no.
I'll just non-committal. And you want to help her?
Yes. We help you too.
Are there anything nefarious about these three?
Give me a notice roll.
Yeah, the assassins trying to stop
Yeah,
it.
two.
I mean, they look pretty sketchy, but
That's pirates.
because like they have
Perfect.
That's what we want.
like bright red eyes and a lot of like bone accessories.
Yeah, I got a 2 as well. So
Right. So
Dark black hair.
yeah.
they have a lot of bone accessories, and their eyes are weird. Oh no!
Like I said, sketchy.
You just described like a slightly different me.
I know.
Oh, their skin's a little different. All right.
Yeah, I mean,
All right.
that's pretty much all you get.
Well,
All right, you will be part of the Borders team and repel anyone who tries to get on their ship. You'll kill them with extreme prejudice and send them down to the water below.
to Gravy Jones.
Yes, to have dinner with Gravy Bones.
Gravy Bones, yep.
One of them says, "Can we take their bones?"
Yes. We have no need of human bones.
All right. We got the little like papers, like sign here or put your mark.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So you recruit those three.
Those 3. All right, we got
and
those
then-
3.
So you have 4 more crew slots if you want to fill up to 60 crew
Well,
in total.
we're gonna have, unless we can easily determine like the best of these 16 dudes that showed up,
Mhm.
we're gonna have a little battle royal.
Oh
for
really?
sure.
Yeah.
You're going to
Like a championship.
call the
Yeah.
week?
Not
Are
like,
you not entertained?
yeah, not like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Not
wrestling.
violently.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
not the movie, the wrestling term.
Yes. But you're gonna find the best of the best of the best, sir.
Yes, exactly.
All right. Yeah. So
And we'll run a little betting
Yeah, they'll,
operation. Well,
Ab-
obviously.
absolutely. There'll be a point to this, not just
Okay.
a job at the end.
are you just looking to hire for marker, or are you replacing any of your incompetent crew that you don't like?
Just that one guy for sure. So 5.
That one guy? Okay, so he's fired.
Yep, he is fired.
All right. Well, yeah. I mean, this is the first place to leave people like him. So
Yeah. Like, I had a good run on a badass ship, but they called me to action and my bladder let loose.
he's probably fine with his 150 marks. Of,
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a fuck ton.
Yeah.
He's fine.
Okay, so 5 new crew members.
Yep. And yeah, that'll be a
Um,
little like championship prize.
All right. All right. So are you putting money in for that?
Yeah. I'll throw like like 20 to the winner, and then 10 to the next, and then 5 to everyone else.
Okay, yeah. Buy a couple drinks.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. So, what is that total like?
So,
But you're giving 5 to everyone who participates.
well, there's 16 people, and
Yeah.
3 already. We already have 3, so 13. So yeah. Yeah. So 5 to everyone who wants to be in the battle royal.
Okay.
And then
Sounds
20
good.
to the winner, 10 to second place. And that's all coming out of my pocket because I like throwing a party.
It's a good use of money.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah. So you throw a little battle royale like wrestling,
Yep. Well, yep, whatever. Just
wrestling,
all
whatever.
unarmed.
Yeah.
There is minimal dirty fighting. You can,
All right.
You can have a couple of low blows and a couple of eye pokes, but that's it.
Yeah. So you are treated to a night of piratey entertainment, and at the end you do come out with five sailors who are definitely capable.
Yeah.
Right.
They're the best of this group head off.
The best of this group, yeah.
All right.
By trial of combat.
Mm-hmm. Because
Um,
that's how we need a lot of combat.
And they certainly seem fairly resolute in spirit,
All right.
at least while they're wrestling their mates here.
Mhm.
But everyone on your ship knows the real test is out there.
Absolutely. This was nothing. This was child's play.
All right, so I'll add those guys to your roster now. So you got
And then
full 60.
I guess I'll give like another, I don't know, 15 to the bar itself for any damages. And
Okay. There'd probably be a couple broken chairs and stuff, I imagine, with that many people
Yep.
brawling, even if it's controlled.
Yep.
I got
Alright.
kicked out of the game.
Yep. Stay out.
It's
I'm back in.
Ah,
So
darn.
Ah, bad
while
security.
while they're doing all that fun stuff, I'll probably take Doomy and go try to fill the last or the 5 cargo units that we have.
Ah,
All
yes.
right.
The teenage girl is the responsible one. Again.
Yeah, that
Well,
hasn't changed.
I'm imagining that this is happening at the beginning of the week of our leisure.
Yeah.
Because it probably takes a
Yeah,
while to find.
or throughout
Yeah.
at some point. Yeah, so you're gonna buy
Or if I can find it.
or what?
Yeah. What are you?
Oh, I'm so funny.
Actually, that's probably the only thing I'd go for. Everything
Okay.
else is go for crap in Tetris.
Yeah, it's definitely not a trade city. Gray Harbor.
You
Okay.
know what Port Freedom is known for?
It's on there. It's pretty similar to Gray Harbor. Slightly better off because of its northerly location. But it trades a bit with Hallamore more.
It's a bad place to buy goods, so
Yeah.
How much
Um,
does a shipment of alcohol cost? Or like not a shipment, a cargo hold? Like, you know.
a
if we
rum
Um,
here 300.
would- Okay. So,
It's a lot.
what?
It's a lot, right?
Yeah. All right. I just need to know how much I need to save up.
I want to buy all of your booze.
Yeah. No, it's
Um,
it's for something later. Because I
Cool.
mean, I need to save up probably
Okay.
next to 900 gold to do this.
So there are 4 units of ore available at 125% price.
I'll buy them.
All right.
I need to get Robin one of those like little green visor hats.
And an abacus.
Yes.
So that's 375 a unit.
Yep.
4
So
units.
1,500.
Yeah.
investment.
So
Let me
do you
verify
think-
that the ship has that.
Do you think mages have magical abacus, like where they basically turn it into a calculator? They can just tap
Where it
numbers
like
and then
magically
it moves around.
seems like something that could exist.
Yeah.
Also seems like a lot of work for like a lot of magical investment for just like convenience.
Hey,
How are we doing
you work
on?
real hard to avoid working.
That's true.
How are we doing on provisions? I have not been.
I thought we were
doing-
out.
No, you,
Well, we
you guys
had
bought
two
some.
cargo units a while.
Yeah,
ago.
Okay.
I think you're good for right now.
Okay. I'm gonna spend all of our money then.
Yeah. Let me just see. So like,
Oh, and okay, did you put stuff in our plunder for like all the weaponry and shit we got last time? Or because
So everything we sold was divvied out.
okay, because I asked Ben if there was shotguns in that, like in part of that loot.
yes, and I said there were a couple.
Okay, yeah, I would like to keep those for the ship.
Okay.
I'm working on many things.
Just 21 per unit. Oh, okay. Yeah. There, I'd say you could get like 2 shotguns
Cool.
without cutting into the profit at all
Perfect.
or much.
Then I then I roll repair and start rigging. Ah, my God.
Yep. So I updated the provisions for your new crew numbers. You got 30 days of provisions at the moment. Because you bought provisions in Ketris and then you went right to Grey Harbor and didn't use that many on the way there.
So do we still have 2 cargo units of provisions or just 1 now?
Still have 2.
Okay.
Yeah, you used like not that much of them.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 16 days of provisions per cargo unit for you guys.
Looks like we can't edit this at the same time.
No, one person only.
I'm not editing it anymore.
Okay. We're good.
All right. Yes, edit the orb. All right. Yeah. So, anything else you guys want to do in Grey Harbor?
Get the fuck out.
Yeah. All right.
That's a thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe. Does anyone know any? While we're here, I'll probably ask the local Carrots if they know anything about that island of the Western Watch. The one with the yellow dot.
Yeah.
Just get some information on that. But
You ask around a little bit, and there are some people around here that have gone out that far for various reasons. They all say that they're not aware of any like structure on that island. It is a pretty like densely foliaged island. Lots of dense jungle, and it's pretty much just all jungle. So, yep. That's pretty much all you learn about that.
You still there?
I'll pick up. Can I pick up that wooden needle holder,
The wooden
like the
needle.
orb, the glass orb filled with seawater with the plunderer's needle?
Oh yeah, yeah.
If that's done.
Did you buy that already here?
I said I wanted to buy it.
Okay.
I don't know if it was
Yeah, there is not a probably isn't a glass blower of sufficient skill in Grey Harbor.
Okay.
You could look for it in Ketris.
Okay.
You guys head back there. Might be something. Also, now that while we're talking about the little gold dots, I added the names to them, as I think you can see. That's presuming that you studied the map a little more.
Yeah, zoom in. Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're kind of hard to read if you don't zoom in. And then also,
Where's Grey Harbor? Where are
you're by the Forget Me Not.
we? Oh, it's, over there.
Bottom corner of the or like the bottom left corner of the world map, there's an area that is currently hidden which contains another one, which I
Cool.
am going to reveal now. That's the lighthouse down there.
Where?
Scroll down.
Yeah.
The bottom.
All the way down.
Or the.
Right.
Oh, wait.
Past the city of Salt and Ash.
Hmm.
Is that on a tiny little island?
Yeah, it's on an island down in
Yep.
the deep south.
Yep. Okay.
Oh, the
that's
Molten
fine.
Forge. I bet that's where that fire's from.
The ember of the deep.
Well, like,
Yeah. In the underground city called Molten Forge.
Did not specifically say that.
This other one. I can't read the dark one on the left. Deep vaults. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, we've got to go there. That sounds awesome. Deep vault. I mean, there's some fucking treasure in that.
For sure. I mean, all these places seem pretty cool.
But you know, the deep vault. That's where you put super valuable shit.
Or memories you want to repress.
Also, I'd say we putting that one in the vault.
The deep vault.
I'd say we probably went to the one with the least interesting title,
The Chronasium? Or,
the Chironasium. Sounds like a place you do a gym class.
oh, there's an I there. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Like gymnasium, yeah. It's the same suffix.
I didn't see the I. Chronasium sounds better.
I don't know what that prefix is, but he made up.
It's of or relating to hands. So, handcrafting some things. pretty much.
Okay. It's like so the handasium,
Yes.
like the place of the hands.
Yes.
That's where all the kids go to get handsy. It's the ancient equivalent of boner point.
Yep, that's what that was. It's hard to tell, but yeah.
That Lightborn wasn't trying to kill us. She just wanted to just so lonely. Been several thousand years.
Yeah, so
Shall we sail?
set sail.
Oh, where are we heading?
Ketris.
Ah, good.
Back to Ketris. All right, yeah. So let's see here. Okay. It is kind of foggy and rainy on the morning of the day that you're planning on setting out, which will probably make the reef, the shoals around Grey Harbor a little bit more precarious to get out of. You could opt to just sort of go a lot slower, or you could trust your instinct and your maps.
Just hammer it home. Let's go.
Let's trust that instinct.
Yep.
All right.
Do you want me to try to make you better?
Oh,
Sure.
how long were we there for?
I'm not sure if Tar gets offended when I do that without asking,
In Grey Harbor.
Yeah.
saying I don't think you're good enough. Let me help you.
A while.
No,
Couple
no,
weeks.
she doesn't seem to mind.
Oh man, you're so good.
Oh,
at
you
this
mean for like downtime?
Yeah.
1.
Okay, I failed then.
What a waste of 2 exploding pens.
Yeah.
I did not rig up my shotguns.
But you're 2 dice better.
Alrighty.
I tried, almost shot off my foot.
Okay, so you have up as a navigation roll +2 from the this thing that you have.
Yep.
The celestial thing. -2 from conditions. So flat roll.
I just with or looking or watching or whatever the noticing. That's what it is.
Do you say can I assist?
Yep.
Yeah. In this instance, because it's navigating shoals and stuff.
Yeah. I got 5.
Okay. +1 to your total tower.
That puts me at an 11.
All right. Nice. Yeah. So you don't have any real problem. The rain is actually just kind of like pleasant,
Yeah, it's kind of nice.
kind of cooling. So you sail out of Grey Harbor once more, leaving behind the Free Isle for the time being, and heading back to Ketris to collect your pay from your original mission over here.
Oh yeah, I forgot that we're being paid to go here.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. So you head out and make good progress through the first day of your sail back towards Ketris. On the yeah. On the second day, about halfway through, a little before noon, Robin, I want you to give me a notice roll.
Robin got a 7, and Paul, if he's noticing, got a 6.
Okay. Yeah, you probably would be. Yeah, so you notice when you're up in the crow's nest there, you notice a cluster of large birds sort of flying around in the sky, a little ways to the north of where your course is heading you. Like very large eagles by the look of it, like person-sized. There's 3 of them, and they seem to be either like they seem to be fighting, just kind of like dipping and swooping around each other. And as you're sort of watching, one of them sort of like fends off the other one, and or like one of the others, and then the other 2 continue their fight. Not sure if it's serious or if it is like playing or mating or something, but it's interesting.
Over something.
Like, very impressive birds.
I'll send you go look, check it out, but don't get too close.
You send Paul?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's tasty.
If Paul will.
Paul can cast spells.
Yeah, Paul will. Paul ain't afraid of no big birds.
Wow.
I mean, I am going to be working and like have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Paul does
Ready.
kind of like Paul flies over closer to them. At this point, there's only 2. When the at one point they kind of like when they seem to notice him, they both sort of pause their combat and sort of spiral out, circling, and then they both turn and head directly towards Paul.
Ah. Do they look like they're going to attack?
They're flying towards him. It's about all you can tell at this point. I mean,
Maybe it was a mating ceremony.
they're eagles or eagle-like creatures.
I just realized that I didn't actually like mind link with him, so I can't tell him what to do. So you do you, Paul. I'll cast a spell.
All right. So, you told him to go out and look at them. He kind of like, sort of moves away from them, but not in like really any sort of hurried way. Just like, oh, they're coming towards me, I guess. Okay.
This will make it easier to look at them.
Yeah. And they get within like 50 or so feet, and one of them goes like above and the other one goes below, and the one above looks like it's about to like dive towards him with its claws.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to. Oh no, he has to be carrying the talisman, right?
Yes.
Oh, I should have done that. Dang it. Well, I am going to cast fear, I guess.
All right.
Does fear work on like non-intelligent?
Yeah.
beings? Okay.
And as long as they're capable of feeling fear.
I got a 6. No,
6.
sorry, 8.
An 8. That means they make it at -2, right?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So they both fail and they run away. As they sort of enclose upon him, Paul goes "Rah!" and lets out the dread caw.
Fear.
And the eagles, like 4 times his size, run away with their feathers shaking.
While he's here, can I see, like, if they were fighting over anything particular? Is there anything in the in the ocean, or?
You don't see anything in particular in the ocean, no.
Okay.
Through Paul's eyes.
Paul.
Yeah. Sort of.
Adventures we get ourselves into.
But yeah, they're very large eagles.
Like
the only
abnormally large.
Yeah,
Or-
like I said, they're like as big as a human.
But what would
It's like a 10-foot wingspan.
does Rob? Well, first off, is that abnormal in this world? And second, if it is, would Robin know that it's abnormal in this world?
It is less abnormal than in our world, but it's definitely still abnormal.
I mean, there's
to
dragon.
see something like
there's
that.
Dragon whales.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
that's a thing. And so I'd assume giant birds exist. Didn't we see like
Yeah.
a phoenix or something?
No,
No.
I'm aware
I
of.
was-
No, we
I
heard
said-
tell.
Yeah, of like
Like a
some
tail.
giant gold bird or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Phoenix that is off of Almahir or something.
Yep. Maybe it was just one of these.
Yeah,
On fire.
maybe. Just a bird that was on fire.
Yep. They got too
Hopefully
close
not.
to the under to that wreckage, and
Yeah.
got caught on fire.
All right, yeah. So Paul comes back to the ship after his little adventure and is probably quite pleased with himself.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, so yes.
Small little bird.
Shiver me timbers. Take
Like,
no
you know-
quarter, rah.
Nice.
You know that the voice of the Lich in Adventure Time? I like to think when I cast the fear spell, that becomes his voice, and he just becomes very chilling all of a sudden.
Nice. All right. So the remainder of that day goes by uneventfully. You're on your last day toward coming into Ketris. You run into a bit of rough weather. Nothing like roll worthy, but a storm. Probably like on Tara's scale of big storms, like a 3 maybe. Yeah. But yeah, little bit of bad weather.
It's a little blustery out.
Mm-hmm. Slows you down a little bit. You end up getting to Ketris on probably like mid morning of the third day of sailing. Well, no, it would be half. So like late afternoon. And sort of cloudy and overcast as you come back to your port of call after about a month, I think. You've been gone.
So we did 3 days of sailing?
Yes. 3 days of sailing. You take it off of the provisions?
Yep.
Nice. All right, and you're back in Ketris.
Oh boy. So Doc,
Yep.
see any
The usual.
interesting ships as we sail in?
Interesting ships. You do actually see a couple, a pair of frigates that are flying the Arnaki naval flag.
Oh.
That is not super usual for Ketris to have like larger military vessels there, but yeah.
Okay. Well, sail on in like nothing's wrong.
Yeah.
Yep.
Head on in. You do go through your normal sort of docking. It's not too difficult in Ketris. Even if they're military ships, the harbor port authority is pretty lax. And yeah, you're able to go in and set everything up. I assume that you're going to go to Dio first.
Yep.
Saying, do me get rid of this stuff.
Do me get rid of the stuff? Ah, yes. All
Do
right.
anything.
Do the thing. This is very well. Hey, well, it should only take a couple of days to sell this. Are we looking to buy more, or shall we hold off on that for now until we decide what our next course is going to be?
Check and see if drums available, but probably wait to buy it.
Very well. It shall be done.
I'm gonna grab 2 crewmates to get a chest and fill it with some of the stuff I want to show Dio.
Okay. What stuff do you want to show Dio?
I don't want to show Dio.
He already saw or no. He hasn't seen the lightning in a bottle.
No.
Well, that's a fucking elemental. I'll change that.
Yeah.
Elemental in a bottle.
Um,
He hasn't seen the bottle of color ooze. He hasn't seen the magic space food. Fancy crystal, definitely would be interested in that for sure.
What's the fancy crystal?
That lets you read.
Oh, right. The prism. Yes.
you know, the fancy crystal.
Yeah.
I'll show him the needle and the moon pearl. I don't know if he's gonna care about those. I think that's what I. Oh, and it's always in my money pouch, but those 20 ancient coins.
Oh, yes.
that I still have, just in my money pouch.
Yep, just like so when you like pour change out on the counter to count them out, you just have like some random ancient gold coins. Classic.
Do you have change for whatever the fuck this is?
Do you have change for a priceless fortune?
The ancient treasure of Cortez. Okay, so pretty much all the magic items and the hides that you have left, which is the map only.
Well, I had
believe.
one.
Well,
Oh, you had some of your rubbings, yeah.
And I had
of the-
one. Yeah,
of the
I had rubbing of
tablets and
tablets.
stuff.
I had 7, and I had 1 hide.
Do you remember where you got the hide?
No, fuck no.
Okay. Well, it doesn't really matter because you guys, you sent the amulet
Right.
body camera back with all that hide information.
So before we go and I send Doomy off, or luxury goods and ore is going to sell well. Weaponry, not so much. Do we want to hold on to it or just go ahead and dump it here? Weaponry, it's about mediocre.
Oh, the weaponry we got free though.
Yeah.
That's true. 100% profit.
I don't know. I mean, I'd prefer to just get the money.
All right. Doomy, do the thing.
All right.
Julie,
Yep.
do the thing.
Do the thing. Never had to tell me what the thing was.
Oh yeah, it is pretty close, isn't it? Do me.
Yep. Do me, Julie.
I
Do me
get-
the thing.
I guess I just assumed that you saying that because you were watching Korra with Shayla.
I mean, yeah, but
That's part of it. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you Doomy goes off to do the thing, and you guys take 2 of your burliest sailors to carry a chest full of magic items to your the Grinning Jester coffee shop,
like a hand cart that we keep on this ship.
just like a dolly.
Just like a rickshaw.
Yeah,
Of like
for
stuff.
carting artifacts to your benefactor.
Yeah. Well, we did that with a cannon.
I mean-
a cannon wagon.
You did do that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was to shoot people though.
Yeah, but now we just need, instead of a cannon wagon, we need a treasure wagon.
We don't really. I mean, the stuff we're bringing isn't all that big or heavy.
Just a lot of it.
It's just honestly, there's not even that much.
Do you want your crew to acquire a rickshaw for you?
Nah, I'm fine.
Because they can find one, in quotes.
Sounds like a hard thing to store on a ship.
Not the easiest thing, for sure. I guess you could take the wheels off,
Yeah, make
take it apart.
Yeah, well, take the wheels off and make it like something just to keep other shit in until we need it. Throw a bunch of rope in it.
Either way, not necessary. So
Yeah.
yeah. Right. Yeah. So you guys head over to the Grinning Jester as per usual. It is empty at this late hour, and you guys step in to see Dio's 2 servants, Adeline and Bernard, standing at the counter. They're kind of standing like they would if they were conversing with each other, but they're not talking when you come in. And they both kind of like turn and stare at you as you enter, and they say in unison, "Welcome to the Grinning Jester."
Coffee, please.
Sort of like a pause, and Adeline says, "You are here to see Master Dio?"
Yes. Are you all right?
"Yes, I'm fine."
Okay. Just okay.
I'm sorry if I upset you. Would you like anything?
No.
What time is it?
It's like 4 p.m., 5 p.m.
Yeah, awesome. I'll have a drink.
Wait, there's nobody in here?
Nobody except for those two. It's a coffee shop, primarily.
Right.
I'll have an Irish coffee.
I mean, they still have rum,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
because of people like you guys.
Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah. So Adeline gives you your drinks, whatever, and Bernard wordlessly disappears back into the back. After it actually takes a little while this time. Normally, Dio is down in like a matter of minutes. It takes about 20 minutes for him to come down from his office, but he does eventually step down with Bernard following him and sort of give a smile to the three of you and says, welcome. Good to see you back in port in one piece, and it looks like you have quite the haul for me. Excellent.
We have a few things for you to look at and a few things to talk about.
Very good. I did receive your message, and he looks at you, Robin, and says, that was a very clever use of your amulet there. It
She smiles.
was beneficial. I was able to get a head start on some of the studying of the items, at least the translations for the things that you brought.
Does he seem pretty normal?
Give me a notice roll.
Lol, crit fail. Great.
Crit
thing.
fail.
Fail.
He seems like happy, maybe. Happy to see you.
Oh, okay.
Interpret that how you will with your crit fail.
I got a 3.
Dude's way too into magical artifacts.
You got a 3?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, he seems a little more animate than
Okay.
normal.
Okay.
That's pretty much it. Yeah, so he has his servants carry the chest upstairs to his office, and you guys follow him up there and sit down, do the usual. As you get in there, he takes a sort of like bundle of like several like stacks of papers that were across his deck and kind of like his desk, and picks them up and kind of slides them into a drawer. So you recount him, give him the recount of your exploits.
First I want to ask him, do you know what the 2 Arnaki frigates are here for?
Yes, I'm not surprised you noticed them. I believe they are here to recruit privateers.
Oh.
For
For?
what purpose, I do not know yet.
You guys want to work for the Arnaki?
No.
I don't know. I mean, we'll see what they want.
If anything, yeah, go see what they're doing. What they're hiring people for. That'd be lovely.
No.
I mean, if you want to go check it out.
Mm-hmm.
I mostly just want to know what they do
Yeah.
or what they're doing.
Yeah, I would go.
I don't actually want to work for them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
With them being active in the slave trade and all that.
yeah. Dio says, I am not currently aware what they are planning, but it will probably come to my ear eventually. If it is still relevant at that time, then I would be more than willing to share. Now, come, tell me of your adventure in the past couple of weeks.
Oh, where to begin?
Boy.
And
then you begin.
yes, and then I go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah. So you work through. Are you going to tell him? I assume you're going to tell him everything about the ruin. Are you going to tell him anything about like the other stuff that you did with the renegade fleet?
Nope.
Okay, not relevant.
What about the cardinal? You're talking about the cardinal?
I mean, he's pretty relevant
Yeah.
to the job.
Okay. So just the stuff relevant to the job.
Yeah.
All right, that's fair. Yeah. So while you're talking, or like once you are finished talking, the one of his servants had left the room, and they come back in with a fairly sizable coffer, which they set on like one of the side tables and sort of lift the lid, and you see it is filled with a bunch of Arnaki like coins just like stacked up, and he says, "Our agreed upon sum was baseline of 5,000 marks, and I think with the information that you have given me, information alone, of course, assuming that you will allow me to transcribe that map, I will give you another 5,000 marks for a total of 10,000.
Holy shit.
And
I think
then
that was sort of the max limit, right?
for like how much money he was going to give you.
Yeah.
It was pretty much entirely based off of how much stuff you
Oh, okay.
delivered on. So I don't know if he gave you like a max limit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that's a lot.
That's double.
Yeah.
That's pretty. All right.
And he says, I am happy to hear that you're able to give me the information of these lost hides, and I will not count it against you in the final sum, as you did deliver the information to me. I have already been able to transcribe some of it from object reading. Oh, by the way, and he pulls out the amulet that you used and passes it back to your oven.
Oh. You don't need
Yeah,
it?
I have had the time to make copies of all of the relevant information.
Your old friend Captain Blackmane made an appearance. We told him about that, right?
Yep.
Okay.
He says,
pretty resourceful.
that is interesting. Not just about what I would expect from a man such as himself. I think it is probably best that he is working with our enemy rather than us, as he seems to have a propensity for betrayal.
Didn't want them on my side.
Indeed.
He'll eventually wind up there, I think.
Now, the items that you have brought, I would take a look at these. Just be so kind.
We have some pretty interesting stuff for you to look at. I think the one you might be most interested in is this, and I'll pull out that fancy crystal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you tell him explain what you know about it.
Mm-hmm.
Says, that does indeed sound very useful to me. Do you tell him about the downside?
Yeah, don't look through it too much, otherwise you
Okay.
start to read the walls.
That is expected for items of such power to have drawbacks, and It's possible it could be a more in-depth curse. I will have to study it before putting it to use.
As all three of us used it.
Assuming you are willing to part with it, it is yours. I would give you a sum of
Mucho money.
3,000 marks for it. It would be more, but I will have to put some resources into curse-proofing it, as it were, fortunately.
I think as long as you agree to lend it to us if you send us to another one of these
Of course, that would be in both of our better interests, yes. I would say that
use for it.
let's say we knock the price down to 2,000 marks, and I give it mutual custody of us. You may take it when you wish.
I like it.
All right.
Sounds good to me.
Very well. So he sets that aside.
Not quite as interesting because I know exactly what it does, but I'll show him the Plunderer's Needle. This is something we acquired from Grey Harbor. It points towards the... I bet it's going fucking nuts right now. Or no, it probably would have settled.
It doesn't actually work because you're not on a boat, or you're not at sea.
Right.
Yeah.
While at sea, it points to the nearest sea-going vessel.
Well, that is a curiosity. You got this from the people at Grey Harbor, you say?
Seemed surprisingly common, if I must say so.
They must have a method of crafting them. I would suspect some sort of ritual. Interesting. I did not know they were capable of such feats.
I mean, we know what it does, and you'd have to probably offer us a lot of money to take it off our hands.
And it would be not... it would be of little use to me here, so...
Put that back. The moon pearl, what kind of...
The boots!
What boots? My boots?
Oh,
Yes, it is your boots.
What about them? I know what they do.
Didn't we get them from one of the chests?
You got them from the ruin, yeah.
They're great, they fit, they're mine.
Of course they are yours. I wouldn't mind examining them,
Alright, I take them off.
purely out of academic curiosity. Yeah, so he looks at them and says, it's very quality craftsmanship. I'm not familiar with this material. It's like the sort of like stretchy hide.
Oh, yeah, elastic.
Yeah.
Spandex.
Nylon. Well, yes, they certainly seem such an item more suited for your line of work than mine. I hope they serve you well.
I'm sure they will. Thank you.
magic space food.
Yep, I've got like...
Pull out
10 of
those,
those.
like, that bag of weird ration things.
Mm-hmm.
There was 28 in my cabin, and I have 10 on me.
We haven't been able to figure out what they are exactly, but we think there's some sort of food provision.
Some sort of sustenance.
And he kind of like looks at them and says, seems to be an alchemical substance, possibly. I'm not sure. I would like a few samples of these, if you don't mind, to
Yeah.
see what I
if
can
you figure out what
find out.
they are.
Indeed. I will let you know.
Drop a few of them. This. Well, we know what it is. We got it identified, but it's a lightning elemental in a bottle. I'll just put that on the desk.
Ah, well, that is quite interesting. If I imagine quite volatile.
Probably not something you're interested in.